Hello and welcome
to the S&P Show,
where we talk about
everything.
What are we
more.
talking about today?
What are we talking about? Because I can't seem to remember.
Can anyone be an artist?
Oh, hell nah. Oh, no. Can anyone be an artist? No.
No?
I don't think so.
Yes and no. Because
everyone has the opportunity to, but does everyone have the system built within them to do it?
do you have the drive, the determination, the tenacity?
Yeah, the willingness.
To become the best you could ever be. And what that means is always striving for the best, never thinking there's a limit to how good you can be at your art, at your craft, at life, with God. Everything has to always be strive for.
I think above, number one thing that we should dive into is mentality.
Yes.
I think not everyone has the mentality, the process of thinking, the brain capacity to do it. And it's not about intelligence. We're not talking about that. I think it's just a state of being and understanding, one, the thing that you just said, that you shouldn't limit yourself. Have you ever met people that are like, no, but like, I'll never do that? Like, those, if you believe that, then that's your limit. That's where your possibilities end.
Yeah.
100%. Like, oh, I'll never be a millionaire. Well, that's what you believe. So you'll never be a millionaire.
Yeah.
And it all starts from quite literally believing it in your head.
Yeah.
And also, if we want to talk about God and the Bible and stuff, like, bad thoughts and limitations aren't from God. That's
fears. I don't think fears are from God. I think that you should be fearful of sinning and not doing what's right, but fear is not from God, and thinking that you have any kind of limitation, self-doubt,
not from God,
or any kind of limitation on how great you can make yourself. And a lot of people will argue and be like, you know, some people are born, like, you are born with that blood in you to be that. And I agree with that.
Maybe some more.
I do agree with that. I think that some people are, they just are it.
They are it. And
I also
believe that if you're not born with it, you can work at it. You can become that person, because there's a lot of people who are just so determined, and they're like, I don't have this in me, but I will get there.
Humans are creators. All humans are creators, not just people that draw and make art and sing songs. Like, everyone on earth is meant to be a creator, and our sole purpose is to share and make things and have ideas.
Make people. We're literally made to procreate.
There was this video of someone being like, what has a woman ever made? Or something.
Honestly,
like that.
We haven't invented shit, though.
And then the best answer in the world, she goes,
we made
what
men.
Have we made? No,
8
what have we
people.
made?
8 billion people.
I made 8 billion people. We made 8 billion. And I was like, yeah, I think with all of that, as a human being, you are a creator. You have the ability to make your life what you want it. Life is what you make it.
Yeah.
Life's what you make it.
Oh my God, I was like, I know this song.
Let's make it rock.
Make it rock, yeah. That's what it is, right?
It's true. And don't ever think that watching someone and being like, wow, they're an artist, like, I wish I could. You can. You can. You have to work really hard at it. There's artists that are, and then there's the other downside of people thinking in their head with their ego, being like, I'm an artist, you know, like, I'm so cool. I don't need to get better at guitar. I don't need to do this. I'm already good. Like, what?
You're never going to stop learning and getting better. There's no such thing. There's not a point in your life where you're like, oh, I know it all.
Yeah.
That doesn't exist.
This is another thing. Like,
that doesn't exist.
One of our really good friends, Danny, he's an amazing producer and guitar player. And I was like, Danny, like, do you ever like feel like you're just so good? And he was like, I never feel that way. I never feel that way. I always feel like there's so much more.
If anything, I'm always like, damn, I'm behind. Damn, I'm behind. Damn, I'm behind. There's always so much to learn.
And always, you know, those things are not bad to feel because you feel like you need to get ahead always. And always step up and always be better. And that's the only way to become whatever you want to be, is thinking it, acting on it, and you're never going to be the best guitar player. You're never going to be the best singer. You're never going to be the best at everything. You can have that confidence. I think that you should always go into it being like, I'm right, but
I think it's about being like,
I'm not the best, and I'm always going to strive to be the best.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'm happy you brought that up because we're talking about confidence, not arrogance. There's a huge difference. And being arrogant, actually, you believe that you don't have to grow, so you don't grow. Like, you believe
because you're already there. Like, I got it.
You're already there, but that doesn't exist. I promise you. You think you're the best dancer out there, you'll meet someone who's a better dancer than you. You think you're the best singer, there's always someone who sings better than you.
There's
best
always
songwriter,
someone that does something better than you, and something that you do better than them. And to always know there's always room to improve on what you do, and the people that push hard to keep improving are the ones that are going to be successful in it. For being an artist, it's not just about like creating, but it's also about discipline. It's about disciplining yourself and having, you know, you can be the greatest artist in the world and be so monumentally like, wow,
but have horrible application to their life,
but have not being able to put it out consistently, and like you're not going to be able to, you know, you're not going to be able to keep up.
You know what's the biggest thing in artistry, like for artists that are like signed and we all know about, like a lot of artists don't see growth in themselves and in their numbers and how much tickets they're selling in albums, is because they don't put in the studio time. They don't put in, like, I always hear like producers being like, I've never met an artist who puts as many hours as this person.
Yeah.
And then they're so successful. Ryan Tedder said it, like Tate puts so many hours in the studio a week. Like, she's there every day, working every day. And like,
that's what's going to be the determining factor of how successful you're going to be, is how much time are you spending on your craft, becoming better at it. How are you are you actually practicing? Are you actually practicing, or are you like noodling around and having fun? There's such a big difference between practice and doing it.
Yeah. And just like blindly doing something. Yeah. There's a lot.
You can be instinctually, and instinctual is the best because it's in you and you have that, but you have to technically,
put it to work.
You know, you have to sit there with a metronome and play for 20-30 minutes a day minimum for you to be able to get better at time. Minimum. Minimum. But I would say, like, you need to be spending hours and hours and hours. It's like the 10,000 hour mark.
Yeah, that is so true. When you reach 10,000 hours, like, you've reached mastery in whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
Proficient skill.
Yeah.
And that literally is. And that's like if you're putting 4 hours a day, like, that's still like 7 years of doing that every day. Literally. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot. The people that you see that are so incredible at something,
they've put
the miles that they've walked before, they'll sit there and tell you, be like, oh, like, I'm here now, but like there was a point when I literally couldn't even press down on the fretboard hard enough. Like there was a point where I literally could not play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star in time.
There was a point where I was a beginner, and I think people are afraid of being a beginner.
It's scary. Nobody wants to know that they don't know shit about something. It's terrifying, but like
I think that's the overcoming fear of like, I have to be really bad at something to be good at it. And when I started learning guitar and teaching myself, I picked up my guitar and I couldn't do anything, and I had to figure out how to like it was literally like I felt like I was in elementary school again, like a real like kindergarten.
Yeah.
And you have to be okay with being absolutely uncomfortable and awful at it to become better.
And also, like, I think you have to grow a little bit of tough skin because it's not a smooth road. It's not a smooth road when it comes to putting your full effort into something. Like, If we're talking specifically a guitar, like the amount of times your fingers have to bleed so you grow callus on them for you to be able to do anything, like there always comes a physical toll. And I think that's what separates the winners and the losers. Who's willing to hurt the most? It's so fucked up, but like who's willing to
hurt themselves the most? Not like I know exactly what you mean, and it doesn't have to be physically painful all the time, but it has to hurt a little bit.
I think everything comes with sacrifice. There's nothing in this life that does not come with a sacrifice.
And it's
whether if it's your fun, your time, your money, you always have to give up something, because anything successful, like,
it has a sacrifice. And the number one sacrifice for anyone, a creator, a human, is time. You're never going to get back the time that you spent doing something that you weren't supposed to be doing. And not to say you shouldn't live your life. You need to live and experience to also create. You can't sit at home every day and play video games and expect to be creative. Maybe, I don't know, for some, but I truly, truly believe in having experience is so important in being a creator to output the most genuine art.
I agree with that.
And experience is just as important as practicing. And that also pay attention to who you are around and what they're doing. And if you're around people that are constantly like limiting themselves
or not doing anything, you're going to end up doing nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's really hard to discipline yourself to being like, no, I got to wake up this morning and I got to write. I got to get on with myself and really push.
There's always something to do. Always something to do.
There is.
There's always something to do.
And I think that the big thing about being an artists get distracted like no other. And I think that is the devil in
artists
disguise with artistry of you think that you're doing something good, but you're distracting yourself from what's actually important.
No, you know what I see a lot? I see a lot of like, and you know exactly who I'm talking about. You're gonna know exactly. Rather than like working on music, writing, practicing, they're out at music events and drinking and partying and like, but I got the music video and I'm doing the thing, and it's like really good to like fake it. Which kind of connects to what we were saying last. Like, it's really easy to fake it, but like,
you're not fooling anyone but yourself.
You will know. Like, that's why you're not growing.
Yeah.
Like, you will see it.
You're not fooling anyone but yourself whenever you're going and doing these unnecessary. First of all, with networking, I think that naturally happens.
Yeah.
I don't think you need to force yourself into rooms and whatnot. Like, if you're meant to be in that room and you have the skill, that room is going to be dragging you inside. Yeah. It's not going to be you being like, get me in. I want to go in. I want to meet this person. It's just, it happens naturally. And it all is whenever you're most in tune with yourself and the world where those things happen and you're like, whoa, like, I'm here and I'm ready. And I didn't even know. I wasn't even like, you're always like preparing yourself for something.
I agree with that.
So I think that's another thing is preparation. If you don't feel like you can go into a room and be you and show off your craft,
you're not ready yet.
You're not ready yet.
You're not ready yet.
I think that's another big determining factor is being able to collaborate with others and bounce back. And
I was actually going to say, if you still need to depend on other people to do your shit for you, you still have to learn a lot.
Yeah.
You still have to learn so much. Because with music specifically, I think Russ said it one time. He's like, if you're not trying to learn all of it, like, you're wasting your time.
Yeah.
You're wasting your time. And he's so right about that. If you're
producing, mixing, sound, content,
the people that are like, you know what, I'll just do it myself, are the people that will be successful. You know,
that's like,
it's literally
completely what it is. And it's you, it's me. It's just, it's what I am motivated by, because no one's going to do it like me. No one's going to do it like you. You already know that. And if you think someone else can, it's always great to have help, but you got to know first.
Personally speaking, for both Syd and I think like what we have is we believe in what we create so much that we're not phased by what other people have to say
or what they're creating.
Yeah, what they're creating or what they're trying to impose on your art. So you really do have to believe in yourself, and you have to be so certain in your craft for you to be successful.
Yeah, you have to push.
If you don't believe in it, why would anyone else
believe in it? Yeah.
Why would anyone else?
And I think that that's always a question I've asked myself since I've started, is like, do I believe in myself? Do I believe in myself? And there's a lot of times where I lied.
No, it's not a perfect.
You know, it's like you're always like kind of in the beginning, you're like, do I believe in myself, or is it other people telling me that they believe in me? That's why that shouldn't be the reason why.
Yeah, no.
You shouldn't believe in yourself because someone else does.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of my life was in the beginning, of like not knowing and like feeling it, but also trying to maneuver and figure out where I wanted to go and what I wanted to be. I didn't know I wanted to be a singer-songwriter. I didn't know what I wanted, but I knew I wanted something in music. So it took a long time to figure that out. And believing in myself was a journey. I feel like now I feel really powerful in belief.
And I think it's never a straight line. Anyone who says like, that's again, arrogance, who is like, well, nah, I always knew I had it. I always this. And it's like, that's not how human emotion and the brain works. Nothing is ever a straight line, you know? Everything has bumps waves, and everything has roads.
Every wave is different. Every single wave is different.
The ocean doesn't create the same wave twice. Ever. That's quite insane. Literally, it's insane. And that's what it is. Like, you will never know what tomorrow brings. You never know how you feel. And obviously, always have a positive outlook, but we're not perfect. We're not humans. But I think that balance also is what creates a push in us. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And the main takeaway from this is, yeah, you can be whatever you want, whether it's an artist, whether it's an entrepreneur, whether it's building a house. Like, you can do anything. You can, if you say I can, you will. But you have to just believe in that and not just say it. Like, you know those
do it.
You know those like, manifestation. Okay. It's real.
I think manifestation is not talking that like you're like talking things into existence. Like,
but you know what it is?
Are you saying? It's saying you're gonna do something and making it happen.
That's the difference between like, I remember when
because girls are like, I talked to this rock last night and I know my husband's coming, and I'm like, no, girl.
But also, it's the thing of like, yeah, you write it down. Yes, be in it. Yes, think about it. And it's in your head. It's in your world. But you writing it down 50,000 times is not going to make it happen. And that's just reality.
That's just reality.
But yeah, manifestation is definitely real. And it definitely
But it's not what people think. It's not like...
manifestation is your thoughts and your doing of the thoughts. Yeah. If you can think a million ideas... Life. It's like OnlyFans. Again, in the last 2 episodes, we talked about numbers and engagement and believing in yourself. Always trying to be genuine in what you do. And the best artists are the ones that are genuine in what they do and their power and strength and overcoming any kind of obstacle, any limitation to being like, I can't do... The second you say I can't, it's over. This episode should be called I Can.
I can and I will. That's really the bottom line. It's I can and I will.
And that's what's going to separate you from... I don't care how good you are at whatever you do. If you're not doing it every single day and pushing and trying to go past that limit, it's not going to work. So, yeah, you can be an artist. You can do whatever you want because you have to just be determined and work on your craft no matter what the limitation is.
And before everybody comes at us, because we always get hate, like, oh, these girls are just from 2 rich parents and like they have it so easy and this and that. And I promise you, I've met so many people. Our parents are perfect examples who grew up with absolutely nothing and made it happen. Made it happen. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you my parents' life story, but they've had it harder than fucking 90% of you. Like, they've had it so hard, and they've had a glorious life. So there's absolutely no limitations. There's people who grew up with no parents in foster homes, starving day to day, figuring out as teenagers how they're gonna do it, and somehow
They do it.
they end up being successful. I think Steve Jobs was extremely poor. He was working from a garage and like was behind on rent payments, I'm pretty sure. Or one of those big guys, like they were just like absolutely in debt, in a fucking hole. And they were like, I need to figure this out.
It's your brain. It's your brain. And that's the power of only you can decide what you can do.
If you're alive and have a roof over your head and you have your health, like you have everything in front of you.
I promise if I put my mind to it, I can move that cup with my mind.
Honestly, baby, dude.
I used to try to.
No, me too. That's why I'm like, nah, like, I know we do. I'm like, I think I had a dream the other day that I could, and I was like, but I'm not going to tell myself I can't, because what if one day I wake up and I move the cup in my head? I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
But in all realness, you can, if you can, tell yourself you can. That's just the bottom line. Is it's all up to you to determine whether you can accomplish something or not. You know, if you're like, you know, that's not for me,
it's
or like,
too hard.
or like, you know, what did someone say to you? Like, you want a lot out of life. I'm like, life is everything. Why wouldn't you want a lot out of life? Yeah. To wrap this episode, you can do anything that you want to do. It's just about how hard you're going to work at it. The second you say, I'm the best at whatever, you lose everything.
And the moment you say I can't, when you're at the opposite ends of the spectrum, is I'm the best, or I can't do this. They're both.
There's in life, like, let's say there's an emotion and it's like, let's say it's a number, it's negative 500. That emotion of negative 500, there's also an opposite to that emotion, which is like positive 500. Yeah. And there's always another side of the spectrum.
If you can
imagine, like, you at your dying breaking point, feeling is also, there's an opposite, there's a congruent feeling to that.
That's literally what congruent means. Like, on a triangle, it's the angle that's right across the other side. That was perfect, baby.
I never went to school.
Maybe that's 10th grade.
I wasn't even paying attention, though. I wasn't paying attention. So
we believe in you, even though you don't need us to believe in you. You definitely don't need us to believe in you. You should believe in yourself.
No matter what situation you're in.
Yeah, always be willing to learn and be willing to sacrifice and be okay with the uncomfortable parts of your journey.
If you're too comfortable in anything, you're not pushing hard enough. And just ask yourself
that's in everything.
Am I comfortable? Am I too comfortable? Like, it's good to feel good and feel safe, but am I too comfortable in what I'm doing where I feel like I'm just like riding on the same wave and I'm not able to change myself? Because you always should evolve. And that's just what, especially if you want to be an artist, you are transforming every single day. Yeah. You are transforming. That's what it is. That's what being an artist means, is always getting better, looking at the world differently every day.
Yeah, I agree.
Never having like a fixed mindset. It always has to be like open.
Evolving.
Open. Yeah. So yeah, if you guys want to DM us, send us your music, comment down below. We're always looking for artists. We want to throw an event in LA this year, and we want the dopest artists that we're going to hand pick to invite to our events. So if you believe in yourself, please, please don't hesitate to share any of it with us. Yeah. We are always looking. We're always open to collaborating with people. We want to get some artists on our podcast and talk to them about their journeys, and we're ready for it. So please don't hesitate to share it and say hi.
This is the place to be for all artists. And I hope we can teach you guys something and advise you and inspire you to keep growing. And these videos are never meant to single anybody out or make anybody feel not included. Everyone is included here. and everyone should not take what we say with a grain of salt. I feel like what we say is
very
pretty
truthful, and it's really, I think that what we say is very genuine
and not far-fetched at all. Like this applies to
real.
Everybody's success story. I think what we say is like a standard, and I think
it's
common
knowledge.
It's
even not even to say standard. I would say it's like we're giving you what being above means.
Yeah.
And I think that that's what everyone should strive for, to be better in themselves in society as a person, is to always strive above standards, because standard is boring. Like, no one wants standard. Anyone can be standard.
Like, this is like the bare minimum.
Yeah,
like
of
that's
course.
The bare minimum.
But that's
like,
the standard, as in like you don't want to do the bare
average.
minimum. Always the average. Exactly.
You don't want to be average.
But
and that's okay if you do.
Exactly. And no, I get what you mean.
That's okay if you do want to be average, because some people really just don't chase that. But I think in artistry specifically, you do need to push for above average.
I agree with you. That's what it is. So yeah.
The standard is above average. So you need to meet those standards first and those expectations. And
baby,
then
I'm going
that point
to
on,
exceptional.
Baby.
You already know. Remember in school where it was like S? It was like U, S.
Unsatisfactory, and then satisfactory, and then proficient.
Proficient, E.
What was E? Exceptional?
I think it's exceptional or excellent.
I think it was excellent. I think it was excellent.
We're striving for excellence, not for average. Yeah. You always want to strive for excellence in everything that you put your heart into. And if you don't, then you're really wasting your time.
You can't be good, you have to be great.
Yeah. But I think, you know what? I think being good is enough. I think being good is enough, but you always have to strive to be better.
But that's, I think, excellence, though. It's not about, we're not talking skill-wise. I mean, like, you have to, like, be the package.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean and you're always going to become better. Skill-wise, we're talking about that, but, like, you always just really have to strive to push yourself to the maximum. You should be your goal is, I need to be pushing myself to the maximum. And that's really hard to achieve. Nobody said this was easy. We never say the word easy here. We never say the word easy. It's not simple. It's not easy. Nobody gives you an instruction book on what to do.
And there is no instruction book.
There's
honestly.
No such thing.
Everyone has a different life, timeline,
experiences.
Everything is going to be catered to what you know about yourself and how you're going to go about it. I can't tell you that my experience is going to reflect everything that you're going to go through. I may go through more, I may go through less. I have no idea, but all we're saying is this is what you need to be focused on, is spending your time doing more than enough to become better, to become the artist you want to be.
Yeah.
You always have to strive for more than enough. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you are good. You are enough, but always strive for more.
Yeah.
Push yourself. That's the bottom line for sure. That's right, baby.
All right, guys. I think that was it. That's it, right?
Yeah,
we're doing pretty good.
That's it. Done.
That's definitely it for today. I think this is like one of the harder topics to fully integrate into your life, because it's difficult. Like, we know it's difficult. We know it's not easy, but like we say in every video, we hope we inspire you and motivate you above everything, and
to believe in yourself.
There's a lot of people who do like to gatekeep advice and don't like to tell you the hard truths, and
we're not that.
We're
definitely not that.
I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and tell you, oh, like, you're great. Like, I'm gonna be like, you like not doing anything. You're like not doing, like, I don't know. It's not gonna grow on the tree outside your house for sure. You know?
I love you're like now you're trying to put like
I'm like, I don't know how to like put this in words.
But yeah,
it's literally like people think money grows on trees. It doesn't.
Yeah, you have to work
so really, like, what is paper out there? Like, no. So
you have to work really, really hard to get better and climb the ranks. It's quite literally, life is a game. Life is a game, and you need to be able to level up.
Hate the player, not the game.
Exactly.
Hate the player, not the game. And if you want to win, be better than the player.
We love you.
We love you guys.
We will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.